Bones Hyland has a lot of interest. I personally want him to go to the Hornets, but we know the Hornets, the Toronto Raptors, the New Orleans Pelicans, and Timberwolves are all interested in Bones Hyland. Shout out Mike Singer of the Denver Post. The Denver Post reported last week that the Nuggets were seeking a two-way rotational player and draft compensation, or straight up just a first-round pick for Bones Hyland, unprotected, of course. Sources says the Nuggets felt they had traction on the first-round pick. Nuggets and other teams could be waiting for other major dominoes to fall prior to Thursday's deadline, with multiple league sources saying that New Orleans, Minnesota, and as I had aforementioned, Charlotte have registered some level of interest. Now, why is Bones Hyland being traded? The noise about Bones Hyland has being available has grown over the week, and he registered his fourth consecutive DMP coach decision on Tuesday night against Minnesota. His disappearance from Denver's plan has never been more, evident. And this is a guy who was drafted last year, 26 overall, out of VCU in 2021, and was a fan favorite. Okay, and what people don't realize is first, the executive who drafted him isn't there anymore. Tim Conley, he's now the president of basketball operations for Minnesota. And Calvin Booth spent the last 5 seasons being the assistant general manager, but it's the sort of development that always matters for a young guy because, the person who drafted him isn't there anymore, so he doesn't really have that backing in the front office. And Bones Hyland has struggled to play a pivotal part in winning basketball during his time on the floor. His defense is a consistent problem. His offense can be wild at times.
Sorry, I don't have any information about that, but I found something similar. Do you want to know what is free 704 Ultimate Issue?
No. His defense is a consistent problem. His offense is often wild and cause, you know, consternation internally. Has caught so basically consternation. The athletic rights is a word basically like conflict. It has caused internal conflicts, and his plus minus is the worst on the team. And this season, when Coach Mike Malone is trying to make the most of Nikola Jokic's greatness and turn this team into a legit contender, Bones Hyland isn't working because he's playing 14 minutes a night, 6.5 points, 30.9% shooting overall, and 16% from three on about 4 attempts a night since January 15th. And that's like in 8 games. And he's played less than 5 minutes in Denver's win over New Orleans on January 31st. And then he got those benchings. And you don't even know because, like, this isn't even fair because Bones Hyland has had a. So, yeah, like Bones Hyland, like, when you look at this, you never. Because he's had 8 20 points games this season. And he's also had 16 single digit scoring games this season. So it's part of, like, the problem that he. Look, I think for him, it's interesting. They put this little caveat they put right here is supposedly Bones Hyland for favorite basketball player was a former and one star hot sauce, and some talent evaluators see that as a red flag because his preferred on court style and hoops ethos comes from street ball. And it doesn't mean he won't develop into a high level NBA player. It's just not working in Denver. So it's being said that, Conley is the biggest supporter, but there could be some, vengeance or, desire not to trade Bones there. So the ownership might not want to trade Bones to Minnesota because of Conley as they, out of spite. So look, we know that Michael Porter Jr. doesn't want to go anywhere. So I'm very interested to see how this all works out. I want to hear your guys' thoughts in the comment section. What do you guys think is going to happen and why? I just think it's funny in the sense that Bones, I really do believe he's the type of guy that deserves more, attention. Yeah, let me hear your thoughts about it. I'm a peace out, A-Town style. That's basically it. Bones, he'll figure it out. But that's gonna be it for me, guys. But peace out. Okay. Bye bye.